The Marvels, Quantumania, Madam Web, Marvel has had a bit of a tough run of late, which, ironically, is a point that Deadpool and Wolverine itself makes. Several times, in fact, with great comedic flair. And for the sake of future MCU films, let's hope Marvel is taking notes during Deadpool and Wolverine, because this movie is thoroughly entertaining. It was fun, goofy, and bloody. Deadpool and Wolverine cursed like sailors. They paid homage to the journeys both Deadpool and Wolverine have been on. And they brought it home to spectacular effect, managing to maintain that trademark Deadpool feel with sarcasm and fourth wall breaks for days, while also giving Wolverine a mini-movie of his own. Well, today I've just got a quick spoiler-free review for you, but first let's run down the premise of Deadpool and Wolverine. Rejected by the Avengers 6 years ago, Wade Wilson has hung up the Deadpool suit and put those days behind him, settling in as a used car salesman. But on his birthday, the Time Variance Authority, the same TVA from Loki, comes knocking. They inform him that his timeline, the one with everyone he loves in it, is going to die. That is, unless he can find Wolverine. But in an ever-branching bunch of timelines, you never know what kind of Logan you're gonna get. Eventually, of course, Deadpool manages to find a usable Logan who just so happens to be a disgraced failure. Deadpool, of all people, has to inspire Logan to want to help again, and the two set out to save the world. Or at least one of many worlds. Deadpool and Wolverine earns the Great Watch label, and it wasn't a difficult choice. This is just a fun movie, plain and simple. It's funny and irreverent and action-packed, and it's loaded with fun moments, including but not limited to Deadpool using Wolverine's claws, Henry Cavill appearing as Wolverine, seeing 100 different Deadpool variants, tongue-in-cheek references to Deadpool moving from Fox to Disney, the current state of Marvel, Mad Max, and Marvel's overuse of the multiverse. There's plenty of fun little things in this movie that pile up almost as high as the body count. And there are some touching moments too, for anyone who's been following either Deadpool or Wolverine stories. On that note, the movie does a great job balancing their two branching storylines. Neither feels like it eclipses the other. It's the same as previous Deadpool movies in terms of the humor and breaking the fourth wall, but with a different dynamic, taking up Wolverine's story as well. It still has all the great action scenes you expect, but this time they include plenty of familiar faces in the form of cameos from characters like Sabretooth, Toad, Elektra, Gambit, and one very familiar face, but in a different role than you expect, and another cameo that's too awesome to spoil. And that's not the complete list either. If the movie does have a problem, then it's probably the main villain, who's not horrible or anything, but also didn't come off as overly sinister or interesting to me. Either way, the time and circumstances that Deadpool and Wolverine are racing against are the real villain to defeat in this case. This Marvel entry does play around with the multiple timeline stuff that I don't really care for in any franchise, but with a movie like Deadpool that doesn't take itself seriously by definition, I didn't even blink at it. And as I said before, the movie even pokes fun at Marvel's use of the multiverse. Deadpool and Wolverine is just a fun, thoroughly entertaining movie at a time when Marvel hasn't produced one in a long while. Anyway, not going to talk your ear off with this one, because I think this movie is worth your time if you're into this kind of thing, and that you should check it out for yourself. Did you check out Deadpool and Wolverine? Do you plan to? Do you think Marvel would ever move toward producing more superhero films in the style of Deadpool? Or is Deadpool just a one-off aberration in the MCU? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Also remember to like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to HateWatchers for reviews of other current shows and movies. Thank you for putting in maximum effort with us today, and we'll catch you on the next one.